That is right, we've actually got a juicy box from Forge Motorsports in the boot of my car right now. I'm excited. It's like a mystery box from Call of Duty. I haven't opened it yet. I'm gassed! I'm gassed! The last time we went down to Forge Motorsports, we actually got a Forge intercooler installed on the Scirocco. And I mean, honestly, it's official. I'm on the box. I'm on the box, fam. Look at that. Michael Terry. Jeez! Yep, that's what we're installing on the Beamer today. I'm a bit of a shit driver, so we got some packaging to wrap around the car so that if I do end up stacking it, it won't damage the paintwork, you get me? So, big up Forge Motorsports. You don't know. Nah. What do we have in here, guys? In here, this might not be the most exciting modification we could do to the Beamer, but it looks pretty juicy as it is. I mean, we've got some Forge stickers as well. Oh my God. Slap that on the Beamer above that. Oh my God, that would look mad. Oh my God, I'm getting gassed up. Forge, you got me gassed, man. So if you guys haven't gathered from this box right here, this is actually a Forge Motorsport charge pipe. Oh yeah, boy. The first kind of mod-ish that we're doing to the car. Performance-wise. Right, inside the bonnet, engine. This thing right here is actually the charge pipe. So we will be replacing this pipe right here for, of course, a Forge Motorsport one, which is bigger in diameter, so it allows more airflow to get into the engine. And it is made of, I believe, aluminum instead of this hard plastic, which over time, when we're pushing big power, it could crack or just bloody blow up, because this is going to be pushing 12,000 quadrillion, billion, million horsepower. So this brand new charge pipe from Forge Motorsports will be replacing this old one. Oh yeah, that's a lot. Oh my God, that's a lot thicker. Have a look how much thicker this is than the stock one. Can you see? That is so much thicker. Oh my God. I know thickness ain't everything, guys, but it helps, all right? It does help. It just feels a little bit nicer up your bum.
Almost forgot the bloody camera. Silly me.
So currently on the way home, right, the plan is to do charge pipe and then upgrade the air filter to a nice performance one. We've actually got one coming, a newly released M241 carbon fiber. Is fucking mad. Cold air intake. Oh my, it looks savage. Ah! Oh my God, it looks savage. So we'll have the upgraded charge pipe and then the upgraded air filter, and the car is gonna be fucking mint, ready for stage one. But before that, I gotta get my MX-5 quick. Just before we get started on installing the charge pipe to the BMW, I would like to say thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Car Vertical. So what are they? Car Vertical is actually a used car history checker that I've used on the Mazda MX-5, the BMW, the Scirocco, the Fiat Punto, and I use this, of course, to make sure all my purchases are worth my hard-earned money. So if you guys are in the used car market, let me show you guys exactly how you can avoid being scammed or misleaded right now. So quite simply, with Car Vertical, if you find a car that you like on Auto Trader, Facebook Marketplace, or even at a dealership, you take the registration or VIN number from that car, put it through Car Vertical, and it will produce you a report. When I bought my Mazda MX-5, it all came out as green on the report. However, let me show you a bad report from Mazda MX-5 that you might not want to buy. So we are back home right now, and I'm about to show you a bad report from Mazda MX-5 that you probably shouldn't buy unless you want problems down the line. So as we can see here, Car Vertical has actually produced us a report, and so far it looks good. It shows that it's not wanted as stolen. It shows that the mileage has not been tampered with. As you can see, it's a nice steady increase with no dips in it to show that the mileage has been rolled back. We can also see that there is no finance in this car, which is also good. However, we can actually see that this vehicle was damaged and was marked as an insurance write-off as a category B car. Oh, now this will make it harder to insure and harder to sell when you come to selling it. If we actually scroll up, we can actually see that Car Vertical has collected pictures of the damage to show us exactly what went wrong. And as we can see, that was a massive front end collision which might have caused structural damage and engine problems. So it is probably best to look for another MX-5 other than that one. Now guys, if you're in the used car market and you want to make sure you have peace of mind when buying used cars, click the link in the description for an automatic 10% off, or use my discount code TOS or TOS for money off your report. It might be the best money you ever spend. So anyway, without further ado, thank you to Car Vertical for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back to the charge pipe.
Forge Motorsports.
Just before we get that installed, got one thing I want to do to the Beamer. Bit of a controversial thing, I guess, but I'm going to do it nonetheless. You pieces of shit. And it includes this badge right here. What am I doing to it? Well, and there we actually have it. A very controversial D badge on an M240i. I want people to think this is just a base model 2 series that's modded up, and then when they're at the lights, right, and their granny's sitting passenger, I want them to be embarrassed. They're gonna be like, oh. I think that personally it looks really, really sleek with no badge. Now, quite simply, let's get onto the charge pipes. Whew. So mechanic Michael coming in. Gloves on. Let's get ready to blow this big boy B58 up by installing this charge pipe wrong. So this is the top of the charge pipe that connects to the throttle body. Got 3 bolts right here, so. Next up, we had to take off the under tray, and there was more bolts underneath here than crabs in your mum's knickers. Then I seductively took off the bottom of the charge pipe, took off the 3 bolts from the throttle body, and then for the next 30 minutes wiggled the charge pipe out from the engine bay. And that is actually the charge pipe all off. There's the throttle, but it looks very, very clean. I didn't think it'd be that clean. 40k miles, very, very clean. Now there is actually a few things we have to do with this old one before we get the new one back on the car. So let's head upstairs and start disassembling this one. So environmentalists will be so happy with me. We actually take the 2 old sensors off of the old stock charge pipe, put them on the new one, and we also reuse the old O-ring and pop that one in the new one. Jeez, look at us being all green and that. And now we have a charge pipe ready to go back on a Beamer, ready to suck the shit out of some air. Without further ado, let's get straight back to it. Right, feeding this bad boy in. How the fuck are we going to fit that through there? Boom. There you go. All connected. That's not going anywhere. That, ladies and gentlemen, I think is the charge pipe all installed. Come on. I have got to say though, it is looking pretty damn juicy. I love the Forge logo right there, just pointing straight up at you. So when a mechanic opens the bonnet, they're like, whoa. Today, or right now, is going to be our first drive with the charge pipe. See if there's any sort of difference. Gonna be cool. Guys, so charge pipe is all installed. It is definitely not the best day to test out if there's any power increase, because it is soaking out, it is dripping wet. God, I know I'm sexy, but not that sexy. Oh shit! Yeah, it don't put any power down, not right now, but that's too funny. Yeah, we'll just have fun in it anyway. Charge pipe's all installed. To build a nice, fast car, just like a nice cake, you know, you've got to have the cake, the icing, the fondant, the sprinkles on top, you get me? You know, this charge pipe is just one of many cool mods. Yeah, it's a shame we can't really put any power down whatsoever, but still good enough. Blood, that pulled quick, didn't it? First gear. Shit, man, that hurt. Hopefully soon, air filter on. That will combine with the charge pipe, and it'll be sounding like a mad thing soon enough. To be fair, even in the wet, this thing grips up very, very nicely. Very nicely. Whoa, that is... Whoa! Oh my... Grips up very nice, even on budgets. I feel like you could put some bicycle tires on this bloody thing and it'd grip. I want to say a massive thank you to Forge Motorsports for actually sending this charge pipe out to me. If you guys are looking to get any money off your Forge Motorsport products, then use my discount code, the OtherStuff 15 for money off your purchase. Cheeky bit of savings if you're buying their products. Oh my god! First, second, third, fourth, spinning! What? This is stock power, guys. Stock power, new tyres. And we're spinning like a bad bee. Oh my god! Let me pull over for a drink. Oh my god. That pull got me dehydrated. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear was skidding. Sorry, I'm just literally telling myself how crazy that is. But then you hit a dry patch of the road and it pulls like nothing. Not even one slip on budget tyres. Does that make any sense? Anyway, we've got the Forge Motorsport product all installed. You guys can see in my eyes, right, how it's just fun. This car's just mad. Like, guys, I'm on a straight line. I'm not trying to do no burnouts or drifting around corners. I'm literally putting my foot down on a straight line and it's just skidding. Beyond mind blown. Yeah, that was actually the charge pipe all installed. Wasn't actually too bad of a process. It was quite easy, to be honest. New charge pipe installed today. New modifications coming in soon. Wow.